Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
Upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Defense have a chance to get off the field here. The old drive couldn't do it.
I know we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Giving back-to-back pitches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Taiwan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. To his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw here. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Texans 3, Bills nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And that's good coverage there that forced the incompletion. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives. Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And sacked by Tremaine Edmunds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what your hope is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Down there, 21 yards the play.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Bills' 42-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't find it.
Rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they have a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 3-3.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They're going to look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's 3rd down.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
6. Bills 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one he's fortunate, just got incomplete.
Well, he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. To throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Open man is Duvernay. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter, his team has lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. Coleman now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and they get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. There goes a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Well, there's a loss of the yards, and now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line. Yep.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
I'm ready to take over, baby.
Very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Joseph Charlton now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Has it here right side. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the tackle will be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Over the middle, complete. That's Parks. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the crossing route complete. It's Parks. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game.
And he's got it. Couldn't get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact grabbed the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running legs were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Texans send the punter out. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And what I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll go screen. It's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line has had. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
6. Brings up 3rd and...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
This defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Not ahead of you, baby.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, that's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 14. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Parks. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Throw here complete on the right sideline. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Bring the last play on the completion. Got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game starts to open up as the game moves on.
25 yards that time.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it with Coleman. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's back to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down. Keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This is caught at the 20. Just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step is involved.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.